Your imagination is a wonderful tool for creating what you want. If there is one technique that is the most helpful in refining your focus and manifesting your desires, it is for sure visualization. In fact, it is a technique that comes so naturally to the human mind that most of us have been visualizing events in our minds since we were children. Children have a vivid imagination, and because they haven't been told of any limitations yet, they use this faculty for visualizing the most magical scenes and occurrences. Imagination lies at the foundation of every visualization technique. Only through an efficient use of your imagination may you visualize things that seem impossible to your analytical mind. The mind is a machine that learns in patterns, and once an idea is impressed on the mind over and over again, it creates a neural connection in the brain. Think of it as a pathway you're creating amidst a grass field. You don't see a path the first time you move through the field, but if you take the same route every single day, the grass will settle down because of the force of your shoes, and suddenly, a pathway will emerge. This pathway is an indication of where you have been. Similarly, a neural pathway in your brain shows what thoughts you have been thinking and what connection you have been strengthening. So your job as a deliberate creator is to strengthen neural connections that correspond to your dreams and desires. One great way to do that is to indulge in visualization sessions on a regular basis. Visualization helps activate the energy needed for your desire to come true, and with repeated visualization sessions, your focus becomes more refined and clear. Though it's better to know exactly what you're trying to manifest before starting the visualizations, most people report that the act of visualization brings a higher degree of clarity to their desires, and they discover aspects that previously hadn't caught their attention. Neville Goddard is one of the most famous names in the reality creation genre today, and to bring one's desires to fulfillment, he advocated the use of SATs, which can be induced via visualization. SATs, or state akin to sleep, is a manifestation method that includes consciously putting one's mind and body in a state of deep relaxation. When a person is in a state of deep relaxation, the analytical mind shuts down, and the mental chatter slows down as well. Therefore, it is much easier to access the subconscious mind from where the process of manifestation starts. Even if one is not using Neville's method of SATs, complete body and mind relaxation is a key component in any visualization session. You cannot just sit with your eyes closed and visualize what you desire straight away. The noise of your mental chatter will not allow you to focus on what you're trying to visualize. Your attention has to be solid, and your focus must be laser sharp during a visualization session. Therefore, it is super important that you first get into a state of deep relaxation and quiet, and only then start with visualizing. Neville suggests performing your visualization routine just before you go off to sleep. That is why this method is called akin to sleep. State akin to sleep is a dreamlike state that borders between wakefulness and sleep. And when you visualize something in this trance-like state, you have the highest chance of impressing your subconscious with the details of your desire. While you can perform SATs anytime, doing it before you're about to sleep at night is the ideal window of opportunity. In most of Neville's lectures, he tells us stories of his students who visualized their desire coming true every night before going to bed, and they all had phenomenal success. So, if you too are a beginner with SATs, make it a habit to do it at night. The first step of SATs is to evoke a trance-like state deliberately. For most people, this state naturally comes before they wind down to sleep at night, so they don't have to put much effort into calming down their mind. However, you can still take the help of relaxation tools like meditation and deep breathing to accelerate the process. At night, melatonin levels are highest in the human body. Hence, they too help you get into a drowsy, sleep-like state super fast. So if you combine that natural state of relaxation with some tools, you land right into the drowsy state, perfect for initiating SATs. It is important to note that the drowsy state borders on the horizons of sleep, but it is not sleep. As a person goes from wakefulness to sleep, he passes through various states of consciousness. One of these states is the drowsy state needed to embark on visualization. Many people who start doing SATs quickly learn to differentiate between these states of consciousness, and hence, they become better at inducing the perfect state for SATs. To start SATs, you should lie down in a comfortable position in your bed. But this position shouldn't be so comfortable that you go to sleep right away. You must give your mind the time to practice visualization before going off to sleep. Make sure you're done with all your responsibilities and tasks before starting SATs, or your mind will not attain the level of calm needed for an effective SATs session. Set your alarm for the next day. Use the restroom, have water by your side, and put your phone on silent mode. So when you sit or lie down for SATs, you must be mentally free to go to sleep whenever you want. Gently close your eyes and begin taking long, deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale very slowly until your lungs are filled with air. Hold your breath for a few seconds, and then completely exhale all the air through your mouth. Each breath will take you deeper and deeper into total mind and body relaxation. After a few breaths, you will feel that your mind has started detaching from the outside world, and you're floating in space. This is the time when the real and imaginary world starts overlapping, and once they do, you can be sure that you're entering SATs. Once you're in SATs, the outer world will cease to exist for you. The inner world of your imagination and thoughts will become dominant. When you reach this point, you can start with your visualization. Neville advised to create a scene of your future where your desire has come to fruition. See yourself living your life after your desire has come to pass and enjoying your wonderful life. If you want to manifest a life of luxury, this scene should show you rejoicing in your newfound wealth and abundance. See yourself enjoying the money, resting in luxury. Touch the money in your mind and see how having more than enough money feels. Incorporate all sounds and colors to make the scene vivid and real. When all of your senses will be involved in visualizing the scene will naturally turn out to feel more believable for your mind. This scene will evoke the right emotions and feelings that will speed up the manifestation process. If you desire to land a good job at the organization of your choice, this scene should include details like you sitting in your office and enjoying the work. Try to listen to people talking at your new office. Observe the color of walls if you can, and create a feeling of gratitude for getting a job in the company you wanted. The reason why Neville emphasized upon adding vivid details to your mental scene is so that your mind can become familiar with the emotions of your desire. But there has to be a balance between making the mental scene real and not extending it too long that you start losing interest. In fact, if anything, it's best to keep your scene short and emotionally charged. In SATs, you have to loop the same scene over and over again in your mind till you fall asleep, so make sure the scene is easy to repeat. Keep it 10 to 20 seconds. After you play the scene a few times in your mind, you will start connecting with the underlying emotions and feelings. Neville advised his students to work on visualizing one desire for a few nights. Once that scene is completely impressed onto the subconscious, the person can move to rehearse some other scene related to some other desire they have. While doing your visualization in SATs, the focus should be on evoking and embodying the feelings of your future. It's not so much about the scene, but is rather about how the scene makes you feel. The purpose of this entire exercise is to create strong neural pathways in your brain that correspond to the future you desire. One mistake most people make in visualizing is that they approach it as some sort of responsibility or a burdensome task. That means they feel compelled to do it whether they enjoy it or not. A better way to deal with this is to see visualization as a chance to showcase your creative skills. Exercise your imagination and create a scene that not only excites you but deeply connects you with the future you're trying to create. This way, the effects of visualization will be long-lasting, and you will see meaningful results in the manifestation process. Practicing SATs will be a little difficult at first, but if you stick to it for just a few days, your mind will get accustomed to the process very well. If you thought this video was insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. Until next time, keep attracting abundance in every aspect of your life. See you in the next video.